Welcome back to another video I have for you guys here today on Madden 20. Today it's going to be another video where I mess around with players' positions. I've already done a video exactly like this, I just used a completely different team. So the idea for this video is that I just compiled an entire team of players all out of position. But if you guys are not subscribed to the channel, and if you enjoy Madden 20 franchise content, definitely consider hitting that subscribe button because that's pretty much all I upload. And if you end up enjoying this video in particular, I would greatly appreciate it if you could hit that like button down below. And while you're down there, if you'd like to follow me on Twitter, join my Discord, or check out my second channel, links to all three are in the description. Now, I went through the comments of the last video and I took some of your suggestions into consideration. Of course, a couple of them overlapped on position, so I kind of just had to pick and choose. But I'll probably do this again in the future, so if you don't see anybody in a position you want to see them in, you can let me know in the comments and I'll try to accommodate that for next time. But the overall of the team is a 69, right? So the team's not supposed to be good at all. This is heavily weighed down, though, by the offense. The offense is a 60. The defense is actually decently solid at an 81. But our starting quarterback is Mohamed Sanu. A lot of you guys told me to go with Mohamed Sanu. Of course, I know that he can throw the football, right? It was between him and Julian Edelman. It was pretty close in the comments, but then I saw a comment with like 40 likes of somebody telling me to use Mohamed Sanu, so I went and did that. I used Greg Ward in the last video just because I thought it'd be funny, and I'm an Eagles fan. But Mohamed Sanu, he can move, of course. I mean, he's a wide receiver, so he has good running ability. His throwing stats are definitely not bad for being a receiver. 80 throw power. I feel like that should actually be boosted up a tad. He kind of has a cannon. I've seen a video of him just throwing the ball as far as he can, and he actually got some pretty good distance on it. Good awareness, of course, that just comes with being a pretty good receiver. Deep accuracy, medium accuracy, both 56. His short accuracy is 61, so that's where we're gonna have to, try to thrive. At running back, we have Odell Beckham Jr. Of course, this is a cheesy, position change because he goes up to a 99. If you do this with like any wide receiver, they'll pretty much always go up in overall because at receiving back, they have nutty stats compared to the rest of the running backs. Odell, 87 catching, 93 short, 92 medium route running. Of course, like he's going to be dominant in those categories. 73 carrying isn't really that bad either, so hopefully we can not have him fumble all that much. Myles Jack is the backup running back. He played a bit of running back, I'm pretty sure, in college. That's what the comments said, and I think I also just heard that elsewhere, before. So Myles Jack will be the running back. He has 76 carrying, so it seems like he's at least had experience at running back. And then Rashard Higgins is just the third running back. Usually what I do in these rosters is just get like the main player at each position, and then maybe like a couple backups and stuff. And if I need another player, like the third running back sometimes touches the ball, so I just kind of use the player who's already on the Browns. So Rashard Higgins, 75 overall. I think that's actually a higher overall than he is at receiver as well. Our number one receiver is Christian McCaffrey, so he kind of makes a return, but last time he was playing cornerback, I believe. And today he is going to try his best at receiver. This isn't entirely out of position, at least in terms of him, because he's a great receiving back. He catches a lot of passes. But I'm going to count this because I think it's just going to be cool to see what he can do just only playing receiver. And maybe we can get like an end around or something like that in the playbook. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to try to hop into a couple of these games here. I'll probably play the moments of some of them. We have Marcus Peters at the number 2 receiver. I kind of just sorted by catching and went to find the best cornerback. He's not the best cornerback, but he's one of the best at catching. So he has 81 catching. He can't route run at all, but hopefully he can just catch his way, I don't know, into success. I don't know what's going to happen. Same thing here with Harrison Smith. I kind of just sorted by catching for safeties, and he had pretty good catching. He has 82 catching. Again, horrible route running. And then we have Cam Newton down here. Why not? He's a big athletic quarterback. Maybe he can move around somewhere. I've heard people saying he should play tight end or something. The same thing with a couple other quarterbacks. I don't know. But Cam Newton is going to be the 4th receiver here. He can catch pretty well for a quarterback too. Of course, has good speed, good acceleration. He's a great athlete. TJ Watt is the tight end, and he's also the 5th receiver here. So that's what that's all about. At left tackle, we have the best fullback in this game, Kyle Juszczyk. He's a 53 overall. Luke Stocker, actually a pretty solid blocking tight end, is the starting left guard, 62. Theo Riddick has the best pass blocking, I'm pretty sure, out of every running back. That's what I sorted by, and he was at the top. He has 70 pass blocking. So he's going to be the starting center, being a measly 5'9", 201 pounds. I don't think that's going to matter that much, but it's just funny to see that there. Larry Ogunjobi is going to be the starting right guard. I didn't really go out and get a significant right guard, so I just used somebody already on the Browns, and I think Larry Ogunjobi can be fine at a 43. And then this guy, right, Caleb Ewells. I don't even know who this is really, but he's a defensive tackle in this game. And at defensive tackle, he's like a 59 overall. So he's actually a better right tackle than he is defensive tackle. Because like I was sorting by, pass blocking, run blocking, and all that good stuff for defensive tackles, and he's actually not that bad. Like he has 73 run block. He definitely played offensive line at some point. Pass blocking is a 69, which isn't bad either. Like, his lead blocking is horrible, but everything else is actually decent. At tight end here, we have J.J. Watt. My initial plan with him was to have him play fullback, but I figured why not get him more involved? I mean, he's a superstar X factor. We can get his ability activated. It's going to be max security now. So a sure-handed receiver is a quarterback's best friend. When they enter the zone, this ability increases their success rate and decreases knockout chance on possession catches. Okay, that's pretty cool. Carson Wentz is going to be the backup tight end, and the reasoning for this is recently on Twitter, I forgot that guy's name, he made a case that he thinks Carson Wentz should switch to tight end, and I'm pretty sure it was serious. It didn't seem baity to me, even though it's a very baity tweet, but I'm pretty certain he was serious, and it's an interesting dilemma, but yeah, he's going to be our number 2 tight end. He's a 27 overall. And then our number 3 tight end is also our fullback, Jason Kelce. The defense actually looks pretty good, to be honest, so let's start out in the secondary. This was a suggestion in the comments, so DeForest Buckner at strong safety. Could you imagine? A 6'7", 300-pound strong safety. He's a 73 overall, which really isn't that bad at all. He's very slow. Of course, he's a defensive tackle. Well, he's slow in terms of safeties, right? 73 speed isn't really even all that bad for being, 300 pounds, whatever. But 87 tackling, 89 pursuit, 42 zone coverage, 33 man coverage. I just need him to lay the boom. Like, he's probably not going to get many interceptions, but who knows? Maybe he will. At free safety, though, we do have Joe Schobert. He goes up in overall at safety. That's usually what happens if you move like a middle linebacker up to safety. He's a very solid player, of course, so 83 speed, 76 zone coverage, 84 tackling. I expect him to play pretty well. My original free safety is going to be Quan Alexander. I could move him to strong, but I kind of just like the idea of having DeForest Buckner at strong safety. I'm not going for the best overall with this team. I think it's fairly obvious. I have a lot of players who are backups who are technically better than some starters, and I'll get into a couple of those guys later. But Quan Alexander to free safety was actually a really common move back in the day in rebuilds. 87 speed, 73 zone coverage, 80 tackling. Like, I think he goes up in overall pretty minimally, at least now, but back in the day, he used to be like a 90 overall safety. Same thing with Dayhon Buchanan. At right outside linebacker, we have Logan Ryan. I found him by just sorting by tackling of cornerbacks, and he has one of the best tackling stats at corner, so I figured, why not have him play right outside linebacker? Middle linebacker is another suggestion, Jamal Adams. He can definitely play middle linebacker incredibly well. I feel like he could play middle linebacker in the NFL if he really wanted to. He's a freak at strong safety, and I think he can bring those, talents down here. So 91 speed, 95 hit power, good tackling as well, good pursuit, good acceleration, good play rec. Of course, has excellent zone coverage, so he should be a menace for us across the middle. Myles Garrett, another player who was just on the Browns, and I kind of just moved him around to fill some depth. He's going to be the backup middle linebacker. He's not going to play too much, but they do get some tackles. And then Taysom Hill is probably going to be on every single team I make because of how versatile he actually is. He's a 58 overall outside linebacker. That is really solid. Most quarterbacks, if you move them to middle linebacker or outside linebacker, they're like in the teens for overall. So being a 58 is incredible. This is one of those positions where I could just start a better player. Like, I could easily start Myles Garrett out here. He's a 92, but I just want to see what Taysom Hill is capable of at outside linebacker. Obviously, I really don't care if this team wins. Like, I could put the best players at each position if I really wanted to, but I kind of just want to see what happens with a couple of these guys here. At cornerback, we have a bunch of linebackers and then one receiver. So we have Levante David, who's an 84. He's actually really good. This was another suggestion. He's a great athletic linebacker who has good coverage ability, so it makes sense that he has a good overall at cornerback. Devin White is another suggestion from you guys. Another athletic freak, 92 speed for him though. Worse coverage ability, but he can probably still get the job done here. And then Mike Evans, I think this was from the comments too. I'm hoping he just catches everything that's thrown his way. Also, what's his X Factor ability? Shutdown. Okay, he's a shutdown corner apparently, so shutdown defenders have the talent to erase receivers from the game. Mike Evans isn't erasing anybody at a 50 overall. When they enter the zone, their coverage is tighter and interceptions are more frequent on contested catches. Okay, there's no chance he enters the zone whenever we user him, but maybe, I don't know. And then Mac Wilson, another case where I could start him above Mike Evans, but I just want to see what Mike Evans can do down there. At right end, we have Eric Ebron. This was from the comments too. He's a 62 overall. That's actually a really good overall for being a tight end. At left end, we have Rashad Jones. I found him just by sorting by block shed on some safeties, and he had pretty good block shed for being a safety, so he's 71 in that regard. Good power moves too. Khalil Mack at defensive tackle. This isn't really massively out of position. He's normally an edge rusher, so he kind of just kicked inside, but I wanted one really good player on the defense here. I did the same thing on the offense with having, Odell Beckham Jr. I guess I already do have some good players on this defense, but Khalil Mack, why not have him on the team? Like, it's technically out of position, but I could understand if you guys don't really agree with that one. We have Alejandro Villanueva then at the other defensive tackle position. I think it is sorted by like tackling or something for offensive linemen, and he had one of the highest tackling stats out of like left tackles or something. Rashad Jones and Eric Ebron will just be the backup defensive tackles just in case that is ever needed. But then we can move on to special teams where we actually have some differences. We have Micah Hyde at punter. He's a 65 overall punter. This was from the comments too, but he doesn't even have good kick power or kick accuracy, but maybe that's good when you're comparing other skill positions. And then we have Kareem Hunt at kicker because, you know, memes, all that good stuff. But anyway, this is going to be the team. Once I advance the week, I think a lot of these guys are going to get a bunch of experience points. So I will let you know the overall of the team after those experience points are spent. So just a quick run through of the team. I advanced 1 week into the future. I think Christian McCaffrey went up in overall a bit. He's an 80 now. I don't think he was an 80 before. Mohamed Sanu is up to a 47. I'm pretty sure that's a bit different. But just if you guys notice anyone massively different, it's just because they were a really low overall at their positions and they had like leftover experience points. Like when I clicked on some of those players, you may have even realized that. But this is going to be the team heading into the season here. So let's advance by. I'll play a couple of the games at the start of the season and we're going to see where we're at. Okay, so Alejandro Villanueva is just not here anymore. He's not in the team. I don't know where he went. I didn't cut him. And the computer probably didn't cut him because I manually cut all the players I needed to. Is he still on the roster? Because it didn't look like he was there. And I checked free agency and he wasn't available either. Maybe he retired? I really don't know what happened. So we're going to go ahead and just sign another random free agent to come play defensive tackle for us. And it's going to be... I have no idea. Who should we have to play defensive tackle? Let's get Donald Penn. Why not, right? He's a big dude. Maybe he can get it done. Okay, so they just released him for me. I did not do that. And he's just not in the game. So that's fun. I don't know why that happened. I stopped in the preseason to release the players I needed to as well. Like, I had to cut one player, so I did that. I cut, like, our backup quarterback. And they still released Alejandro Villanueva. This is the guy I released. Garrett Gilbert. Why did they release someone else? They only needed to release one guy. That's so frustrating. And now he's just gone. So, okay. No Alejandro Villanueva. Maybe we can use him next time or something. I have to cut one player again. This makes no sense. Like, I already cut a player. Are they going to cut somebody else now, too? Okay, so I think we can just hop into this game against the Titans. We're 71 overall now, so let's just get this rolling. Let's see how we do. I don't want to play the full game. I'm going to play the moments, and I'll just kind of let you know the highlights. I'll probably do this for like 3 games or so. Maybe we can try to score a touchdown. That's going to be pretty difficult, I think. All right, boys, we're out on offense. This probably goes without saying, but the numbers are going to be looking really strange. Let's see if we can hit J.J. Watt across the middle. J.J. Watt is actually going to catch it. No chance we completed our first pass. Let's go. Odell running the football. Of course, he's extremely good at this. Let's go. Odell Beckham Jr. is going to house this one. All right, maybe it's not that hard to score. I guess if we keep the ball on the ground, it wouldn't be too difficult because Odell's a 99. Let's try to pass for it. Let's see if we can hit Christian McCaffrey across the middle. Let's get it, man. Christian McCaffrey is not going to catch it. Okay, that was actually a pretty good throw, but he got slammed. It makes sense. I'm back in on 4th down, so we're just going to go for it. Why not, right? What is J.J. Watt's slant ability all about? We're going to throw it to him. Possession, catch this. J.J. Watt is going to catch it. I can't believe he actually came down with that one, too. J.J. Watt's a stud, man. We're going to try to score with him. I'm going to slant J.J. Watt again, man. He's been dominant today. Let's go. Let's keep it going, J.J. Watt. Let's go, J.J. Watt. Truck into the end zone. No. Come on. We're getting so close. I need to score with him, man. So J.J. Watt is in on this play, but I don't know if he's going to be able to score on it. I'll try my best. No, he's not going to be able to score. That's going to be a touchdown, though. Is that Marcus Peters? It is. Okay, let's get it, man. This team is dominant. They're not losing the game. Also, I never mentioned this. I'm not using a fully updated roster with all, like, the free agency moves and stuff. The reasoning for that is because, like, the Madden community files tab is, like, broken at the moment. I've tried several times to download rosters, and they're just not working. And I figured since the rosters would be messed up anyway, with all the different moves I'd have to make this roster possible, I didn't think it was that big of a deal. So my fault for that. I just couldn't get it to work. It's really frustrating. I don't know why it's not working. But that is going to be a completion to the outside. That's Corey Davis. Joe Schobert came up and tried to make the tackle. He was not able to do it. But yeah, I don't know why like the Madden, you know, share system is still so messed up. Like, it's been this way for a pretty long while. Hopefully they fix it at some point soon. Usually kind of just like brute force. If you just keep trying to download it, maybe eventually it'll work. That's kind of how I got my last one to work. But we're going to keep going here. Let's see if we can win this game. Be nice if we can get a turnover or something. Derrick Henry is going down. That's Devin White there. Of course, he can tackle very well. That's going to be a sack. Who gets back there? It is Quan Alexander. All right, off the safety blitz, I guess. But there we go. Nice play. And we got J.J. Watt across the middle again, man. He's been automatic. Let's get him another catch. Oh, we're getting blitzed. J.J. Watt, you got this. No, you don't. Okay. That guy absolutely destroyed you on that route. He completely read it. Amani Hooker. All right, that was a nice play on his end. Let's get a couple more offensive drives in this game, and then we're going to hop into the next one. Okay, we're back on offense again. Let's see how this drive goes. This might be the final offensive drive we have. I'm actually going to put Odell Beckham Jr. on this little angle route. It's kind of cheesy because he's easily going to be able to catch this ball if he's open. I'm going to throw it to him. That's a horrible throw. No, Mohamed Sanu. Why? That's going to be a pick six. Actually, Mohamed Sanu can probably catch him. Yeah, okay. At least you're able to make the tackle. Unfortunate. That's Rashaan Evans. Let's hop into the next game now. We got a weekly award winner. I was going to just hop into the game, but Khalil Mack got 3 sacks and 7 tackles. Okay, he's actually probably going to have a pretty incredible season. So let's try to play a bit of this game against the Jets here. I'm not sure how many more I'll play, but let's just hop into this one. Okay, so in the first quarter last week, this offense was incredible. Let's see if we can replicate that here. We need Mohamed Sanu to be on his A game. J.J. Watt, catch this. No chance. He got killed. Okay. That was actually pretty close to being completed. Not that bad of a throw from Sanu. And J.J. Watt sort of just died. I feel like most tight ends would have dropped that one. No, that's going to be a touchdown. Okay, we couldn't get over there in time. I kind of figured Ryan Griffin would be open there. Unfortunate, but let's just get right back on offense. Yeah, we are back on offense, and it's time to go to Myles Jack, the power halfback. I'm pretty sure he's playing power halfback. He should be. Myles Jack, pick up the first down. Let's go. Myles Jack got it done. This drive has actually been going pretty well lately. Maybe we can hit Marcus Peters in the corner of the end zone or something. No, actually, Christian McCaffrey's really open there. I'm going to throw that to him. Christian McCaffrey can't check off the tackle. Picks up a decent bit there, though. Mohamed Sanu has an interception today. You know what? We're going to go with a goal line toss to Myles Jack. Now, I don't think this is going to work. We probably should have Odell here, but since Myles Jack is the power back, he is in on the goal line formations. Come on, let's score a touchdown here with Myles Jack. Get around this guy. No, there's no chance you got caught. That would have been an easy touchdown if you had not gotten caught by number 41. Myles Jack is actually out wide for some reason. I don't really like that. Okay, but, X. Oh, he actually almost made that catch. Pretty close. Marcus Peters nearly got it, but, unfortunate we couldn't come away with points there. Tremaine Johnson in coverage, I guess. Okay, so there's 48 seconds left. It is 2nd down and 10. I don't really think this drive is going to amount to anything, but let's see what happens. We have Christian McCaffrey underneath, and Mohamed Sanu cannot find him. We tried this exact play last game, and it got picked off, but here we go. We're going to do it again, and J.J. Watt's actually going to catch this one. Maybe not. I'm just going to throw it up to B. Did he catch that? Oh, he did, but he fumbled. No, they're going to pick it up too. Man. Okay, the 3rd time we're calling this play. It's finally going to work. J.J. Watt across the middle is going to be wide open for this touchdown. I'm so ready for it. Do it. J.J. Watt. J.J. Watt. Did he catch it? No, he dropped it. Come on. You got to hang on to that one, man. He's pissed. Look at him back there. I'll go to another play, and I'll come back to that one later. I really want to score with J.J. Watt at some point. That play actually seems pretty decent. Let's run this, though, with Odell. Easily the best player on this offense. Okay, he's not going to get anywhere because the offensive line, you know, it's comprised of, you know, like 50 overall players. And then our center is like a 30. So it's kind of what you expect to happen. Harrison Smith is actually going to make that catch. Okay, so we're down at the 2-yard line. Is that a first down? It was not a first down. We're very close, though. We're actually stacking the box. I wanted to run this, but I don't think it's going to work. I don't think a pass is going to work either. Let's take a timeout. It's not like I'm going to really need the timeouts later in the game anyway. Like, there's no chance we're going to make this comeback. Kind of want to try to run this for the first down, so let's come out in a pass. They are not in a run formation, but that guy is going through his entire defensive line there. That is incredible. Let's go with a halfback dive and see if Odell can pick it up. I have faith in the offensive line. It looks like it should be open. Let's do it, boys. Odell is going to pick up a touchdown. Okay, kind of ran into his own, you know, blocker for a bit, but he's doing pretty well. You know, I feel like he's going to have actually pretty good stats because he's a 99. And we're actually making the extra points. Let's go, Kareem Hunt. Way to go. I'm not going to ever user the kick because whenever you user with a really bad kicker, it's actually impossible to make the kick. J.J. Watt. Let's go. No, that got just flung to the outside. Okay, I tried to give him a one-on-one shot. See what he's capable of, but we're obviously going to lose this game. Let's go to the next one, man. Okay, we actually managed to score another touchdown at the end of that game. It was the computer, so we put up 14. We need the defense to just do everything here. I don't think they're going to, but we could also use Mohamed Sanu not throwing interceptions, but that's pretty much inevitable at this point. Okay, yeah, so Aaron Donald is going to ruin this game for us, most likely. So I'm not really looking forward to that. There aren't many good offensive linemen who can block him well, let alone a bunch of 50 overall guys. So, he's going to put up about 12 sacks, I'd imagine. We already got scored on, but it is 3rd down and 6. I'm going to use her to Forrest Buckner trying to cover Todd Gurley. All right, that's going to be completed, I think. Yeah, Robert Woods has that catch. Okay, it's 3rd down and 3, and we're almost in the red zone. Christian McCaffrey, I think, is going to get open here. Hit the throw, Mohamed Sanu, please. Do it. No. I tried to wait a little bit, but it did not matter. It's 4th down and 3. We're going to go for it, I think. This looks like it should work up the middle here with Odell. We need 3 yards. I think we can do this. Come on. Odell has the first down. Can he do even more? Juke out Eric Weddle. Spin out the other guy. No, John Johnson brings me down. But Odell still picked up a lot of yards there. That was a great run. Let's score a touchdown. I really want Miles Jack to score something, so we're going to give him the ball again. Miles Jack, let's go. Power forward. That's going to be a touchdown there for the linebacker. Let's go. It's 3rd down and 1, but I'm going for the big play. See what we can do. We're going to have it's J.J. Watt. Make the catch, please. Yes, we're going to catch it. Let's go. Jalen Ramsey was near him, but it wasn't enough to force the ball out of J.J. Watt's hands. Miles Jack again. Miles Jack has another touchdown. He is amazing. I'm going to end that game on a good note, even though we got crushed. I'm going to send the end of the season now, and I'll let you know what the stats are looking like. So very obviously, this team did not make the playoffs, but we did almost beat the Cincinnati Bengals. I do wonder if we won any games, and we won 4. Who did we beat? We beat the Broncos 21-13. We killed the Dolphins. Even more so, we beat the Cardinals 37-10, and then we did beat the Bengals 17-10. Okay, well, we almost beat the Bengals again. We almost beat the Steelers. Pretty close game there against the 49ers. Same thing with the Ravens. Like, we're pretty close to beating some pretty good teams, but let's check out these stats. How did Mohamed Sanu play? Pretty much how I expected him to play. 3,343 yards. He had 13 touchdowns and 15 interceptions. Odell Beckham Jr. actually had a really good season, but Miles Jack had 10 rushing touchdowns. That's what I like to see. Odell over 1,000 yards with 5 touchdowns. Mohamed Sanu didn't run nearly as much as he should have. Christian McCaffrey almost had 1,000 yards, which is actually really impressive. 989, 2 touchdowns for him. J.J. Watt got 2 touchdowns. Marcus Peters got 2. Odell gets 2. So for some reason, Kyle Juszczyk did not play a single game. Kyle Juszczyk was certainly the starting left tackle when I started simulating, so I really don't know when that got mixed up. I'm sorry about that. That's on me, though. On defense, Jamal Adams had 137 tackles. I see some stupid numbers down there, though. We have 16 tackles for loss for Rashad Jones, 15 for Eric Ebron. Rashad Jones had 15 sacks. Khalil Mack getting 20 is pretty routine in this game, even if he does change positions. But Rashad Jones got 15. That's a really good season from him. We got 7 for Jamal Adams, 4.5 for Logan Ryan. 2 picks for Jamal Adams. We got a pick for Mike Evans. I love that. DeForest Buckner got an interception too. That is fantastic. This team should have a lot of forced fumbles, but they don't. They actually only have 2. Like, I expected DeForest Buckner to, like, decapitate a couple players, but whatever. It didn't end up happening. We have no touchdowns, but we do have a safety there for Rashad Jones and no blocked kicks or anything like that. Yeah, so my bad about the Kyle Juszczyk thing. I didn't do that on purpose or anything like that. It just kind of happened in simulation. Maybe I can try to use him again in the future since he didn't really get much playtime. Same thing with Alejandro Villanueva. MVP, though, goes to Zeke. There's no chance anybody from the Browns is on this list. Maybe, like, Defensive Player of the Year or something for some of our defensive linemen. Yeah, so no Browns in on this list either. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Jamal Adams. We have Khalil Mack. We have Rashad Jones. Okay, this defense was incredible. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Josh Jacobs. Defensive Rookie of the Year is Drew Tranquil. Nobody from the Browns on this list. Alright, it's not that big of a deal. So we were 28th on offense. I forgot to look at this. And we were 9th on defense. Alright, man. This defense is stacked. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know if you would like me to do this again. I'm totally down to do it. It takes a little while to make the rosters, but it is pretty fun to do, actually. Like, looking up to see what random positions have good stats and really random, you know, stat categories. It's actually pretty fun to see. But thanks one more time for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.